All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something powerful, an operating system for life. We're going to break down the 4 essential modes that every truly complete human needs to master.
You know, it's a strange thing. Most people fail in life.
And it's not for the reason you think. It's not because they lack talent or smarts or even a good work ethic.
No, the real reason is they live their entire life stuck in a single gear, just one mode of operating.
And you've seen this, right? We all know these people. You've got the dreamer who never actually does anything, the planner who gets so lost in the details that nothing ever starts, the monk who's at peace, sure, but completely disconnected from the world. And then there's the grinder, hustling 24/7, but just spinning their wheels. Each one is stuck, incomplete.
But here's the thing. What we're talking about today, this isn't some fluffy, abstract philosophy. Nope, this is a practical, powerful operating system you can install in your own life.
First, we've got to understand the problem. I call it the one-mode prison. It's all about how relying on that one thing you're good at actually ends up creating a lot of pain and frustration.
And check this out, because this is where it gets really interesting. Look at how each one becomes a trap. The mystic has this incredible vision, but nothing ever gets built. The engineer creates these perfect, intricate systems for really small, uninspired ideas. The monk finds inner peace, but their life just kind of stalls. And the soldier, man, they take so much action, but without a map, they're just running in circles.
So it all boils down to this one kind of terrifying idea. Your greatest strength, when it's the only tool you ever use, becomes the very walls of your prison. Okay, quick pause. If this is already starting to hit home for you, if this idea is sparking something, and you want more frameworks just like this for building a better life, do me a quick favor. Take a second to like this explainer, share it with someone you know who's stuck, and definitely subscribe to the Project Human channel. All right, let's break out of that prison. Now for the good stuff, the solution. Let's meet the 4 human powers. These aren't other people. This is the mystic, the engineer, the monk, and the soldier that are already living inside of you. First up, the mystic. This is your inner dreamer, the source of all vision, all possibility. It's that part of you that isn't afraid to think huge, to dream on a divine scale. You gotta have this, because without the mystic, ambition just withers and dies. The mystic is always looking way out at the horizon, asking these big, beautiful questions. It's that voice that whispers, yeah, but what if? It pulls you past what's reasonable and into what could be extraordinary.
Okay, next up, the engineer. This is the master builder, the architect of systems and structure. The engineer is the one who hears the mystic's crazy dream and says, okay, I can build that. It's all about habits, processes, and a concrete plan.
See, this is the voice of pure pragmatism. The mystic asks, what if, but the engineer asks, how to. Without this mode, your biggest vision will always just be a daydream.
Then we have the monk. This is your core, your center of gravity, stillness and integrity. The monk is all about inner mastery, that ability to stay calm, to be patient, to control your emotions when everything outside is going crazy.
In the middle of all the chaos of building and executing, the monk is your anchor. It makes sure you don't burn out or lose yourself along the way. Honestly, in the world we live in today, this is a legit superpower. And finally, this soldier. This is pure, unadulterated action and courage. The soldier is the part of you that gets up and executes the plan day in and day out. It's about discipline, setting boundaries, and pushing through resistance.
This question right here, this is the engine of all progress. Because without the soldier, the mystic's vision, and the engineer's beautiful plan, they're just words on a page. The soldier is the one who actually goes out into the field and makes it happen.
So, you've got these 4 incredible powers inside you. But just knowing they exist isn't enough. How do they actually work together? Well, that brings us to the cycle of creation. And trust me, the sequence is everything.
And this just lays it out perfectly. Look at that flow. You start with a big vision from your mystic. Then you design the system to get there with your engineer. You find your inner calm and focus with the monk, and then you execute with the soldier. And this isn't a one-time thing. It's a loop, a cycle that you repeat over and over, compounding your growth.
But, a word of warning. Every one of these powers has a dark side, a trap. The mystic's awesome vision can turn into lazy, one-day daydreaming.
The engineer's brilliant planning can become crippling analysis paralysis. The monk's deep stillness can become escapism, and the soldier's powerful grind can lead straight to burnout. Your job is to use the power and dodge the trap.
Okay, enough theory. Let's make this real. Let's install your new operating system. This is your practical, no BS guide to becoming a 4-mode human in your actual daily life.
This right here, this is your new morning ritual. Forget scrolling your phone. You wake up and you ask yourself these 4 questions. This is so much more than just motivation. You are literally building a new identity, rewiring your brain to become someone who doesn't just hope for success, but who architects it. You want to feel this change, like right now? Good. Take the 48-hour challenge. Think of it as your initiation. Over the next 2 days, just do these 4 things. Write down your big future. Turn one piece of it into a tiny system or habit. Sit in stillness for just 10 minutes and do one thing that makes you uncomfortable. That's it. That's how the change begins. And ultimately, this is why it all matters. A 1-gear human is fragile. Life pushes you over easily. But a 4-gear human? Someone who can consciously shift between dreaming, building, centering, and executing? You become a force of nature. You become unstoppable.
So, as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with one final question. Look at those 4 modes again. Be real with yourself. Which one have you been neglecting? And more importantly, which mode are you going to intentionally activate first? Think about it, because your answer could change absolutely everything.